Hi, it's Hoshi-chan here with Animal Location at Ohayocon 2016. Here with John Swasey. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great, and you?
I love your horns.
Thank you. Okay, so it's been a while since you last been on the show, which was Con 2015.
Right.
So how has it been since then?
Things have been great. Glad to be back up here in Columbus. This is my first time to Ohayocon, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, welcome.
Life is good. Can't complain.
So first off, tell us about your new Kickstarter campaign, Jungleburg Children's Reading Community.
Yeah, so in addition to doing a lot of anime and voice work, about a year and a half ago, I started a project with a friend of mine, and we're writing a children's book, and it's called Jungleburg, and it's based for learning to read, 6, 7, 8-year-old, that kind of thing, and but I'm very excited about it. It's a series of books that center in a place called Jungleburg, which is in the jungle, but it has all kinds of animals. It's not just animals you'd find in the jungle. It's could be monkeys and hippopotamus, but also geese and kangaroos, and so anyway. But it's kind of a book that helps deals with children's issues. Nothing real heavy, but the first book, for instance, deals with Zeke, the spider monkey, needing glasses, and he's scared to go to the eye doctor, but it turns out to be okay. And anyway, so we're doing a Kickstarter campaign. If you go to Kickstarter and look up Jungleburg, that's Jungle, then Burgh, you'll see our campaign. We're trying to raise some money to fund the book and fund the whole series. And then we'll also have audio components. So we've got Lucy Christian and Blake Shepard and myself, Jay Hickman, Kyle Jones, and Patricia Duran that are doing the voices. So there'll be it's like an audio play kind of thing. So anyway, something I'm very, very excited about, very passionate about, and hopefully it'll all work out. So go fund it. Go Kickstart it. Sorry, not fun. It's not a GoFundMe. It's Kickstarter.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. So tell us what it's like working with Mike Vance, and what are you doing to make sure this project moves forward?
So Mike Vance and I did this project together. We're doing this project together. We've worked together for years. I've known him forever. We used to be in a band together called the PC Cowboys, which is a politically correct country and western band that we played together for about 10 years and did a couple of CDs. And had a lot of fun. So we just have a good collaborative energy together, and so we just decided to do this. And Mike is, we're the co-founders of this, co-authors of this, and so it's just been a fun process. And I hope that it works out, that we can do it for many years to come.
Awesome. So you were invited to Ohayocon, and how's that?
Well, I was invited to Ohayocon, so I said okay, and it's going great so far. Today's the first day. I'm really kind of blown away. Usually when you get to a convention early on a Friday, it's kind of sparse. Not a lot of people have shown up yet, but I got to tell you, it's packed, and it's like not even 2:00 yet. On Friday, so I can't wait for it to really get into high gear. Looking forward to opening ceremonies tonight, and I'm just looking for a great time. So, yeah.
I think everybody is. So the roast. Are you excited about that?
Well, I found out I'm actually not part of the roast, and I was really bummed out about that. I didn't know what was going on, and I kind of thought, well, I'll just jump on stage, but they've kind of got it structured, so I'm going to have to be a little sneaky about it and find a way to interject something, if you will. But yeah, looking forward to it. Jessica's a great person, a great talent, and deserves to be roasted. So, just put her on a spit and turn her.
So you worked on the show Guilty Crown, which I have to say I absolutely love. And so how did you approach the role, knowing that he was a childish person?
I did what the director told me. I hate to sound so blah on my answer. It's just like with anything, though. You walk into the studio, and if you know something about the show, great. But generally speaking, you may not know a whole lot about the show. So you walk in and you're told to do something. You develop the voice. You match the emotions of the Japanese actor, and try to kind of sink in and be in line with that. And then you really just kind of go with what the director drives you to do. You know, we don't, because we're doing the dialogue replacement, it's not like we really take the time to think about the emotional levels of this character, because that's already been determined by the Japanese artist. So it's just, yeah, sorry, it's not a
It's okay.
hours of thinking about it.
So last time you were on the show, you were talking about working on the perfect Kyon. So how's that project going?
Oh, the Perfect Con. Yes. Okay. Yes. So the Perfect Con, that's another great project I'm working on with Kyle Jones and Jay Hickman. And it's an animated movie that hopefully will be out this year. We've almost got it mixed, and we're talking to some people in LA about getting it distributed, and I'm very excited about it. But it's a CG type animation movie that's got a lot of your favorite anime fans in it. Vic Mignogna's in it, myself, Jay Hickman, Kyle Jones, Mark Laskowski, just a ton of people, and Shelley Black is in it. But it's a really fun movie. It's very funny, so I'm really excited. So hopefully it'll turn out good, and we'll get a lot of good feedback. But I hope to have it out this year, and we can make some announcements about it really soon. So,
Well, I should check that out. So I see here that you happen to work on the Bungie Microsoft project of Halo. So how was that? And did you play any of the games into the universe?
you know, so yeah, I did some work on Halo, and I've done some video game work. I was, my biggest one is probably Salvador in Borderlands 2. But I don't want to disappoint, but I am not a gamer. Maybe it's my age or something. I mean, I play Pong. That's sort of my game, you know. And but my son, of course, is a gamer, and he loves games. And but yeah, so I have not even played it. One time, and this is not Halo, this is Borderlands, but this is how much I have not played it. I went to a convention one time, and they wanted to do a panel where they were going to play the game, and they wanted me to sort of do the commentary, you know. And we're sitting there, and I had a microphone, and I'm watching the game. It's on this big screen, and these guys are playing it, you know, but they wanted me to do a commentary like Mystery Science Theater 3000 or something. And I can't do it. I'm just sitting there going, and I'm just watching the game, and I'm in awe of it. And they're like, dude, say something. Saying like, wow. You know, so I was like, yeah, sorry. I kind of failed on that, you know, but I was blown away. So maybe I need to start playing games. I don't know.
I think I would be the same way. Okay, so is there anything you want to tell your fans now that we have the time?
Yes. I've never worked at Hollywood at Point. I don't know what that means. No. Well, first of all, yeah, sure. We can wrap this up. But I just, thank you for everything you've done, the way you support us, the way you, come up and meet us and greet us, and your enthusiasm and love is really overwhelming. I do a fair amount of conventions, not a ton of them, and but I really my goal this year is to do a lot more, and it's because there's no substitute, and it's very difficult to describe, but there's no substitute for the feeling you get meeting the fans, and it's just so overwhelming and so invigorating for me, and it's lovely, and I've been a big proponent that the conventions right now are really what's driving this industry. It's just amazing, and it's amazing to get out and meet people and meet people like you and do interviews and meet all the fans. So I just love it, and plus it's a chance to travel, which I love to do, and I get to occasionally bring my family along. Usually the overseas ones my wife insists on going to. The smaller ones, she just sends me with the kids. So anyway, no family this time, but probably the next one I'll see if I can't get my family, because they all love coming to these things too. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you, John. You heard it here at Anime Location. Peace.